Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today, here there be monsters. We have Norsca versus the Vampire Counts. I am leading the Vampire Counts, and Tesla is leading the forces of Norsca. So if we take a look at the Norscan lineup, we have a pretty standard kind of front line. I guess we have a little heavy on the Marauder Berserkers. Got 4 of those. We have a couple of Marauder Spearmen, Marauder Champions. We have Wulfric the Wanderer on his Mammoth with Fight or Die, Sea Fang, and Hunter Champions. We have a Fimir Balefiend of Fire with Fireball and Flaming Swords of Ruin. We have 2 Giants, and we have a couple Marauder Horsemen for the Skirmishing Forces. Now, as for the forces of the Vampire Counts, we have kind of one of my favorite builds to use. We have a couple Banshees. We have Heinrich Kemmler with Krell, and we have Raised Dead, Invocation of Heck. We got Mortis Engine, Vargulf, 2 Crypt Horrors, the Sternsman, 1 unit of regular Graveguard, 3 zombies in the front, and then in the forest we have 2 Doggos and the Blood Knights. Doggos are around here somewhere, and there they are. So they're looking to kind of get a little surprise action from the forest. So let's get this engagement underway, as both armies are going to be engaging. The only ranged forces are just a couple of Marauder Horsemen, so it'll be very much an infantry fight. Now, Norskins are kind of moving up with their skirmish cav. I'm going to be kind of seeing that and kind of giving a little bit of pressure, as my Doggos are going to be springing out from the tree line pretty soon. But right now, Norsca is just kind of waiting, getting as many shots as they can in. Zombies are going to kind of try and screen out the Marauder Horsemen as much as they can. They'll be looking to get a free charge, though. Some nice, good free damage. But as soon as they see those Blood Knights, they'll be running for the hills and trying to just kind of go for more of a standard skirmish engagement from here on out. Wulfric's kind of moving up, just to kind of push off those Blood Knights as well. Doesn't want the Blood Knights themselves to be getting any free charges, so he's going to act as a deterrent on that far flank. But now the rest of the engagement is about to be underway, as the 2 armies clash in the front line. So, zombies taking the front of that charge, and then the Crypt Horrors getting their charge in straight through them. And now the Mortis Engine is getting in with the Banshee in support, but the Wulfric the Wanderer is going to be kind of engaged in combat. Hunter Champion's going down on the Banshee, but he is not in a good spot. He's being surrounded by a Vargulf, 2 Blood Knights, and the Banshee itself. Now the Giant is going to try and help. I mean, the Crypt Horrors, though, are taking quite a bit of damage. They're currently dropping pretty low in leadership, and they are crumbling. But Wulfric is also taking quite a bit of damage. And in the back, we have a summon going down, kind of screen out that Fimir Balefiend. The Mortis Engine doing pretty good work in the middle, really kind of just wearing down these Marauder Berserkers, and the Banshees kind of taking shots against the Giant. And now the 2 Direwolves here have pushed off the 1 unit of skirmish cav and are going to be swinging around to do the same to the second. Keep them away from the engagement. They'll win that engagement if they're able to engage. Now this Banshee is crumbling, but the Vargulf is being able to just freely engage, and Krell is also summoned, as he is clipping at the heels of that Giant as well. Now he's with a very good anti-large character. Now we have some zombie summons coming to kind of support Krell himself, so that Norscan Giant's going to try and be stuck in. Now we got the zombies coming in the back line. Now Fimir Balefiend trying to wear down the Banshee, but doing magic damage from that. But this far left flank is crumbling under the pressure of the Berserkers and Spearmen, as the Crypt Horrors and zombies are going to be going down. Banshee chasing after that Norscan Giant, looking to do some pretty good damage there. Banshee will do very well against that. Now the Mortis Engine is actually pulling out, seeing Wulfric kind of coming in, probably going to be looking to swing around. Graveguard looking to engage this flank over here, and the Mortis will be going in as well, to getting some good damage in that blob. Banshee is still persisting. Hunter champions, though, drop down on it again. As now Wolfric is looking to engage zombies, mucking up those two single entities. But now Kemmler is engaged with the Femur Bale Fiend, doing very good damage in a one-on-one engagement. And a Sea Fang cutting through some units there, mostly just hitting some zombies. Sternsmen were kind of out of that path a little bit, so they weren't really taking too much. Krell's looking to kind of push through, get onto Wolfric, and before his summon dissipates. But Vargolf will be doing some pretty good work. He is getting punted, though, by Wolfric. But once Krell gets in, he still should have quite a bit of summons left. He'll be doing very good damage against Wolfric, and Wolfric won't be able to dish it out in return. I mean, with Krell, you pretty much just have to wait out his summon. That's pretty much the best way to deal with him. Femur Bale Fiend's routing, and it looks like Norskins are breaking across the board, and the Counts will take it. Very good match indeed. But yeah, definitely the Berserkers, the idea for the Berserkers were going to be pretty much just to chew through anything that the Vampire Counts would be bringing. Though they do very well against zombies, they'll just pretty much lawnmower straight through them. They'll do a little less effective work against kind of the Sternsmen especially, and the Graveyard. They really are able to kind of hold that line there, but they're really not able to deal with the Mortar Ascension, which I'm sure that's what the two Norscan Giants, I was kind of would have been the idea, kind of deal with that. But the build that I brought was really kind of geared towards dealing with large monsters. The two Banshees, they do very well against, especially like Giants. That just get them nipping at the heels. They'll just do constant damage and really won't be taking too much in return. I mean, Wolfric was he was able to get one down, still wasn't able to quite finish it off with dropping Hunter or Champions down. The Femur Bale Fiend, I think, really needs to just, the plan should have been there. I didn't really see any fireballs going down. Trying to snipe out those Banshees early on. Those fireballs do a lot of damage to them. And then once they're in engagement, get that Flaming Sword down, and that would have been able to, at least, especially when Hunter Champions are out, combo that with the Flaming Sword, and Wolfric, or even, I mean, the Giants would have been doing a lot of damage. Even the Marauder Champions, once they got that fire damage, it would have been doing quite a bit of damage. But yeah, the Cryptoras were able to just kind of muck up kind of the Norscan Giants and Wolfric early on, and then that Vargolf was able to just constantly haggle them as well. But yes, very good match indeed from Tesla. I thank you all for watching, and have a good one.